feel free to ask. Okay, now let us revise what we have learned. So we already learned last time that there is an angle. The unit of angle will not always be mentioned as degree. It can be mentioned as the radian. So this is the connection between the radian and also degree. Pi radian is equals to 180 degree. So in here we get that 1 radian will be equals to 180 divided by pi. So later if you have the radian degree and you want to the radian unit as the angle and you want to change it into degree, you just need to multiply the radian angle multiplied by 180 divided by pi. If later you have the angle in degree and you want to change it into radians, so the angle in degree unit, you just need to multiply it by pi divided by 180 degree. So you will get the angle in the radian unit. Is there anyone who's still confused with changing the radian into degree or degree into radian? Is there anyone who get confused? Yes?
What did teacher say before about radian and degree?
Okay, so
Did not hear
okay,
you.
okay. So from the radian into degree, if later you have the angle in the radian unit and you want to change it into degree, you just need to multiply it by 180 divided by pi. This is to change from radian into degree, you multiply it by 180 divided by pi. If later you have the angle in degree and you want to change it into radians, you just need to multiply the angle in degree unit multiplied by pi divided by 180 degree. Is there anyone who get confused? Feel free to ask if you have any question or get confused. Hello? Is my voice still audible? My voice is still audible, right? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Is there anyone who have any confusion? Is there anyone? No. Okay. If no one get confused, this is about the radian measure. So last time we already find the arc length and also sector area. To find the arc length and sector area, there will be a different formula. Depends on what unit the angles given. So this is if the angle on the left side, this is the angle given in degree unit. So to find the arc length, you will do x degrees. So how many degree is it on the sector area in here? You just write it down. So x by 360 degree multiplied by 2 pi r. For the sector area, yeah, it will be x degree divided by 360 degree times pi r square. This is if the angle is given in degree unit. If later you have you have to find the arc length and also sector area, but the angle is given in the radian unit, you will use the formula as the arc length. It will be r multiplied by theta. Theta in here is how many radian is it? And then for the sector area, it will be a half times r square times with theta. R is the radius, theta is the angle at radian unit. Is there anyone who get confused? I'm going to show some question, revision question. Is there anyone who get confused?
Teacher, I'm confused about the arc length.
Okay. For the arc length it's always you just need to see the formula. Arc length is, do you know which part is arc length? Which one? Arc length is like this one. This is what we call as arc length. The one that I make a highlight with the red line. Those part we call it as arc length. Arc length is a part of circumference. That's why in here it will be x divided by 360 times 2 times pi times r. 2 pi r in here is the formula for circumference. So the x is depend at how many degree is it that facing to the arc given. So if this is maybe later 20 degree, yeah, you will write it as 20 divided by 360 times 2 times pi times with the radius. So you will get the arc length. But later, if you have the angle given in the degree unit, you will just use the formula that already gets simplified, r times theta. Last time I already told you how to get this formula. I'm not going to repeat again. You can check it from the 2 days ago or on Monday or Tuesday class recording. I already explained how do we simplify all the formula, because if I re-explain to simplify the formula, it will be taking more time again. So please just memorize the formula for the arc length. If the angle is given in the radian, you will use it as r times theta. Theta is the angle in radian. That's it. Is it helping or you still confused, Sujoyo?
That's okay, teacher. I already understand.
Okay. If you have no confusion, then I will move to the next slide. We are going to revise. Later, if you are able to answer, feel free to answer. Okay. We are going to discuss the angle at center and also angle at circumference first before we continue finding the arc length and sector area. Anyone want to help me to find how many degree is y or is x first? Let us find the x degree first. How many degree is x? Okay. Before I find the angle, the x degree, anyone still remember the tangent line and radius will make how many degree?
65.
Sorry?
90.
Yeah. Radius and tangent line, it will always make 90 degree. So this is at which point that is 90 degree? Which part
The
is
middle.
90 degree? Which middle? Okay, before I go to that, which line that is I can call as a tangent line?
A.
A.
Line. A is a point. So which line that is tangent line?
TP.
Huh?
T.
T?
TP.
Yeah, TP. Line TP is the tangent line. So we have this tangent line. You already have the tangent line. Now can you help me to find where is the radius that make 90 degree with the tangent line TP? Which one?
Angle A.
A.
Yeah, so in the angle A, this is the OA is the radius, TP is the tangent line. So at this place, we will get 90 degree.
90.
Is there anyone who get confused?
No.
Okay, so can you tell me what angle next to 25 in between Y and 25 will be how many degree is it?
65.
Okay, 65. Is there anyone who get confused to get 65?
No.
Okay, 65. When you know it is 65, what triangle is it that have the angle 65? What type of triangle is it? Is it isosceles triangle, or is it just a random triangle, or is it equilateral triangle or right angle triangle? The one
Right angle. Right angle.
that I get a blue highlighter, is it right angle triangle?
Yes.
Yeah, it is isosceles triangle because we have two radius on it. We have two radius. This is radius. This is also radius, so it will be an isosceles triangle. So this is at this part. This is will be how many degree at this part? How many degree it will be?
50. 50, teacher.
You sure? This is 65, yeah. So the other part in here, in this part, this is will be how many degree? 50 degree. So the x will be how many degree for the x?
50.
Yeah, the x will be equals to 50 degree. Anyone who get confused to get 50 degree, remember the vertically opposite, this and this, the angle will be equal. So these two parts, the angle will be equal. Oopsie. These two parts, the angle is equal because we already have this angle as 50 degrees. So this is will be also 50 degree. So the angle X is angle at center or angle at circumference, yeah? Hello?
Uh,
The angle X is angle at center or angle at circumference?
circum.
The X is at the center of a circle or at the edges, at the circumference of a
Circumference.
circle? The X, are you sure? X. X is over here, right? Wait, let me change the color. The X is right there. This is the X. The X is right here. The X is at the center of circle or at circumference of circle? Center. So we call X as the angle at center. Which one is bigger, the angle at center or angle at circumference?
Center.
Yeah, so the Y is angle at center or angle at circumference?
Circumference.
Circumference. So how many degree is angle Y?
25.
Okay, is there anyone who get confused? Because this is angle at circumference is a half, yeah, 50 divided by 2 circumference. Okay, is there anyone who get confused? No one? Okay, for the next question, this will be your homework. Later I will share all the slide to you. Will be your homework. I will skip the number 2. I'll continue to the next question. Is there anyone who have any difficulties at the first diagram?
No.
No. Okay, I will move to the next question then. Which one that you want me to discuss, the top one or the donor one? One of them will be the homework. Hmm? Upper. Okay. Random, yeah, I will take the down one. So the upper one will be your homework. Okay. How many degrees angle X for this one at the down part? How many degrees angle X?
96.
Are you sure? 96? No. Okay, if you forget again, tangent line and radius will always make how many degree, yeah?
90.
90, right? Is the BP tangent line? Is BP tangent line?
Yes.
Yeah. Is OB radius? Is
What?
OB a radius? Is OB a radius on the circle?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
the angle B is 90 degree or not?
Yes.
Yeah, so will be 90 degree. What about the angle OAP? Will it be 90 degree also?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know that OAPB is a quadrilateral, right? Have 4 sides. If having 4 sides, the total angle will be equals to how many degree, yeah?
360.
360. So to find the x, it will be how? 360 minus by how many?
48.
Minus 48 only?
90.
Minus 90 minus 90. How many it will be then? How many it will be for the angle x? How many?
132.
Yeah, is there anyone who get confused? Please at home collect all the angle properties that I already give it to you. Please read. Maybe you will have more free time. You can use it to read and revise all the things that we have learned. Okay, we already have the angle x is 132 degrees. Now anyone want to help me to find how many degree is angle y?
96.
Are you sure the y is 96? Sure? Okay, the angle y is angle at center or angle at circumference?
Circumference.
Okay. Okay, the angle y is facing what arc, yeah? Maybe I will clean up all my annotation first. Okay. we have that the angle x before, the angle x was 132 degree. The x was 132 degree. Now I'm asking the angle y is facing what arc, yeah? This is the angle y. Because this is angle at circumference, we know that the angle at circumference and also angle at center, they will be having a relationship as long as they are facing the same arc. So now our first job is finding what arc is it that is the y is facing what arc. So which arc, the y is facing which arc? The major AB or minor AB?
Minor.
Angle y is facing over there, so it will be facing the major AB or minor AB.
Major.
Okay, it is facing the major AB. Do you already know the angle, if the angle x is facing the minor AB or major AB? The angle x, minor AB, right? The angle x in here, this is facing the minor AP, but the Y is facing the major AP. So it means I need to find the angle at center that is facing the major AP. So how many degree is it? How many degree is it that it will be there?
120.
Sorry, how many? 200?
28.
228. Yes,
So the y is 114.
220, yes, 228. So the y, it will be equals to 228 divided by 2, which is equals to 114. Is there anyone who get confused? Please collect all the angle properties that you have learned and also read the diagram properly. The angle is facing the major or minor axis. Both of them, if I can only use the relationship that the angle at center is twice bigger than angle at circumference as long as they are facing the same arc. So you have to find the same arc first. Where is the position of their same arc? After that you clarify what angle is it, so I can use it to divide. Is there anyone who has confusion still before I move to the arc length and also sector area? Is there anyone who get confused? Hello? Anyone? Or my internet gone or something? Have question? No? No question? Okay, if no question, I will move to the arc length and also sector area. The topper one will be your homework, yeah? Later I will share the Google, all the PowerPoint through the Google Classroom. So this is the arc length. This is the angle is given in the radian. Before we start doing, anyone still remember the formula for finding the arc length if the angle is given in the radian unit? What is the formula? Anyone still remember?
Area divided by
No,
area of
no,
circle.
no.
Or theta.
Arc length, yes, it will be r times theta. Read the question. The question is given in the radian. That's why please kindly make a note during the online class. Do not only watching and do like this, like this. Please kindly make notes so later it will be you will be more understand with it. Okay?
Notes.
Yeah,
I
make
have
notes. Okay. But not all of you make notes. So it will be r times theta.
yes.
Okay, so please, I already in the yeah, I always make a summary. Please kindly copy it for your notes. Do not. I already share everything to the Google Classroom. You can download it and print it if you don't want to make any notes. Okay, so for the for the question A, how many centimeter is the arc length? Already have the formula.
9.6.
Okay, anyone who get confused? Okay. For the question B, how many it will be?
3.5.
Okay, 3.5. For the question C, how many it will be? You can use
Oh, wait.
calculator, right? Hello.
Wait, I think.
43.75.
Okay, 43.75. And then for the question D.
9.
Okay, thank you for those who already unmute themselves and also type the answer to the Google through the chat box. Is there anyone who get confused still? Or you will just do like this only?
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question. Teacher.
Okay.
So
Find
is
the arc
length
length.
is
Okay, listen first. To find the arc length when it is given in the radian unit, the step is r times theta. The r in here is the radius. Theta is how many radian is the angle. We already have the r in here. We also have the theta. So we just need to use it and multiply them. So like for the question A, for finding the arc length, we just do 6 times 1.6. You can use calculator. It will not be taking so much effort. For the question B also, r times theta. The r is 14, the theta is 0.25. Multiply them, you got the answer. Do the same thing for the question C and D. Is it your question or you want to ask anything else, Nico?
so about the step and
Sorry, Jar, my sister, Jar.
Unmute
crazy, this
yourself first.
so
is
about,
Unmute. Okay, then. Sorry, Nico.
so about the step with so about the step to find the arc length, the other one, the
The
x
other
by
one, yeah,
360
x by 360 times 2 pi r. If the angle is given in degree unit. Now the angle is not given in the degree unit. So you cannot use the formula for x divided by 360. If x divided by 360 times 2 pi r, the angle has to be in degree unit. Now the angle is given in the radian unit. If it is given in the radian unit, yeah, I have to use the r times theta. So please read the question properly. What unit is the angle? Yeah.
Oh,
So you just please also make notes. This is for what unit. This is for what unit, because in the very first class already revised. There are two tables on the left side. It's only works when the angle is given in the degree unit, and then the other table on the right side, it's only working when the angle is given in the radian unit. You cannot mix matching by yourself. You have to follow the formula. Depends on the radian. Depends on the unit given. Is it radian or is it degree? Something like that. Is it clear enough? Or is there anyone who have any confusion still?
so this one use radian, right?
Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
Okay.
See the question. It's rad. Rad means radian, not degree. Right?
Yes.
Is there anyone have
Uh,
confusion still? Feel free to ask if you have any confusion. No confusion? Okay. If you do not ask anything, then I will assume that you have no confusion. I will move to the next question. For the next question, we have to find the sector area. For the sector area, the angle is given in the radian unit. So what formula that we have to use?
half radian
Half.
square theta.
r
Okay.
times
Half times
Half times radian square.
radian square. Are you sure?
Pangkat 2.
Radian square? Radian square? Or radius square? Which R is it? Radian square or radius square? or my ear that is having trouble? Half times?
R square one. R
Yeah,
square
R
times
square is radius, not radian square. The
yes, it's
theta
square.
in here, it
Sama
will
kayak
be,
R teacher.
oh, okay. I heard it's like radian square. So yeah, maybe my ear have a trouble. So this is a half times r square times theta. R is the radius, the theta is the radian. So for the question A, how many centimeter square is the sector area? You can use calculator or you can use your phone. Rather
For A,
than you, yes, A. How many it will be?
70.4.
How many?
70.4.
70.4. Okay. Is there anyone who get different answer or get confused? 70.4 centimeter square. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast? No? If no confusion, I will continue to the next question. For the question B, how many it will be?
66.47.
Okay, 66.47. If you want to round it off, it's okay. You can make it as 66.5 centimeter square. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused? Okay.
Teacher, how about the other step, teacher?
The other step is pi. Sorry. Yeah. X divided by 360 times pi r square. It's only happen when the angle is given in the degree unit. But now in this case, the angle is given in the radian unit. So you cannot use the other formula. Its formula depends on what is the given stuff. If the given angle is radian, so you have to take the formula for the radian measure. If the angle is given in the degree unit, so you have to use the formula for the degree unit. That's it. You cannot mix match it and then use, I want to use the first formula to do it. No, you cannot. You have to use it depends on the what unit given, because its formula is depending on what unit given also. So you already have the unit, you have to pick which formula that is matching to the unit given. Yes?
Teacher, how about this step, teacher? Theta per 22 per pi times pi r power by 2.
Theta. Oh, yeah. If it is by 360, Nico, if it is by 360, it means the angle is given in degree unit. Whatever the formula that having by 360 degree, even it is the arc length or the sector area, as long as there is a formula by 360 degree, it's clearly degree. So it means the angle unit have to be in degree. But now the angle is given in the radian unit. So I cannot use this formula. This formula works only when the angle is given in the degree unit. Because this is by 360 degree. So it means the angle have to be in degree. So I can use the formula. But this is radian. So I cannot use this formula for this question. Is it clear enough or you're still confused?
How about the 1 by 2 pi?
Okay, I'll go back to the very first question. Please listen carefully. Let me go back to the very first slide. Yeah, there are two formula in here. In the very first class, I already explained there are two types of formula to find the arc length. I can use it by pi divided by 360, or I can use it the r times theta. It depends on what angle given. Now for this question, this is the angle for on the left side. This is the angle is clearly x degree. So this is when the unit is given in the degree unit. I use the uh, x divided by 360 times 2 pi r. When the if I want to find the sector area, I will use the x divided by 360 times pi r square. When the angle is given in the degree unit, this is degree unit. But when I move to the right side, the angle is given in the radian. It's radian. So I will use this formula. For the arc length, I will use the r times theta. And then for the sector area, it will be a half times r square times theta. So it depends on what unit is the angle given. That's it. You cannot use this formula. The left side, when the angle is given in the radian, you cannot use this formula. The x by 360, you cannot use it. Because if you use it, the result will be way different and it will not be having a correct answer. Okay. Is there anyone have question or still getting confused? Is it,
No,
or do you still have any confusion, Nico?
no.
No. Okay. If you have no confusion, let us go back to the previous question. Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, my webback's lagging. Is it black? My webback black, turning into black color. Okay then. Is it already visible, the screen? Mine was black before. I hope it's already visible for you. Now I will move to this question. For the question C, let us continue. For the question C, how many centimeter square is the sector area for the question C?
108.9.
108.9. Okay. Is there anyone who get different answer or get confused? I'm reading the chat box so I can see who are still joining my class. I'm listening also so I can listen to who are still answering my questions. So please pay. If you have any confusion, feel free to ask. If you are able to answer, you can type it through the chat box. If you are afraid, you can just use the private message. Your friend will not be able to see it. Okay. For the question D, what is the sector area for the question D?
2,650.8.
2000.
650.8.
600, how many? Wait, I haven't calculated also. 0.
2650.8.
2650.8, something like this. 2.8 millimeter square. Is it? Or is there anyone who get different answer? From the chat box also I saw someone or some of you already got the same answer. Is there anyone who got different answer? If you round it off, this is after 0 is number 8. So when you round off, it has to be 2651, not 2650. 51. If you want to round it off, it has to be 2651. Okay. Is there anyone who has any confusion still? Hello? Is there anyone who have confusion? No confusion? Okay. If no confusion, I will move to the next question. Now I have this question. The figures show the sector OAB of radius 16 and the perimeter is 50 degree. We have to find the angle AOB in radian unit. It is in radian unit. So it means we have to use the formula for the radian. Okay, before we find the angle, anyone want to help me to find how many centimeter is the arc length? Or how do we find the perimeter?
18.
Okay, how do we find 18? Okay, correct. For the perimeter,
16.
yeah, if perimeter is all the border of the shape. So this is, wait, oh my, yeah, this is for the perimeter. So it's mean like I walk from the O, go to A, after from A I go to B, after that finish at B. So it means all of the things in here, all of the border, I need to plus all of them to get the perimeter. So the perimeter, it will be 16 plus the S. S is the arc length in here. So it will be 16 plus 16 plus the S. The S is for the symbol for the arc length. The perimeter is 50. So 50 is equals to 32 plus S. So from here I will get that the S will be equals to 50 minus 32, which is equals to 18. Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe I talk too fast? Okay, no? Okay. So the S is the arc length. So now let us use the formula for the arc length. For the arc length, the formula is, when using the radian unit, what is the formula? Arc length?
Or
X degree
It's in radian, not degree. So
S equals
S is the arc length. So the arc length, it will be,
R theta.
yeah, R times theta. R times theta. Is there anyone who get confused? S is the arc length because S is at the AB. AB is a part of a circumference. Part of a circumference, we call it as arc length. So how many is the theta? Anyone want to help me?
Don't know.
The S is how many? The S is how many?
18.
18. The R is how many?
16.
16. So can we find the theta now?
Yes.
Yeah. So how many is the theta?
18 by 16.
Okay, 18 by 16. Just keep it as a fraction is okay. If you want to change it into decimal, also fine. I'll keep it as a fraction as 18 by 16. So how do we find the area of this sector area? How do we find the sector area then?
1/2 times radius square times
Uh-huh. Okay, so the area, it will be 1/2 times r square. Yeah, the radius square times with theta. This is for the sector area. How many is the r? So a half times how many?
half times 16 square.
Okay, times 16 square, and then multiplied by how many? The theta
18
is how
by
many?
16.
Yeah, 18 per 16. How many it will be? You can ask your calculator.
144.
144. Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast and you get confused? Is there anyone? Hmm? Hmm? Still confused? Oh, Nico confused. Which part that making you confused, Nico? You can unmute yourself, Nico, and tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, which part that you start getting confused from the very first?
Ano kami sa about this part, teacher?
Huh?
Ano kami sa about this part? I've been trying to say stuff.
Yeah,
Look at my screen. What does this do?
this is perimeter. So you have to find what is perimeter. Perimeter is all of the edges we have to, all of the corner we have to multiply, we have to add all of them. So this is like the green line. So it's like I walk from the side to side. I go around with start from O, go back to O again. So it will be like this. I go from O and then go to A and then go to B and then go back to O again. So this is, I have to do 16 plus with the S plus with the 16 to get the perimeter. So for the perimeter, I will get it as 16 plus 16 plus S. 16 plus 16 is 32. So the S will be 50 minus 32. And then after that, see, after that it will be, after we got it, we just know that the S is 18. S is the arc length. Remember the arc length? Arc length is a